If only I paid attention in the French class, I would have had such a funny intro right now. But I never. Knew it's awkward. Just roll the intro. Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we're here to discuss Rangers 4, Marseille now, and honestly I didn't ken who's more roasted, me in the lighting equipment in this heat trying to film today's video, or every single one of those Marseille players who just got utterly slapped to pieces. Probably me. It is very warm. I think the best way to sum this up before we go any further and break down the goals is Marseille's best player was by far, and I mean by far, their goalkeeper. He genuinely stopped this from being a 7-8-0. I'm not even kidding. He made 3 or 4 genuine world-class saves to keep them in the game or even keep the scoreline down. Or it would have been a cricket score. This is a team that finished 5th in the French league last year. No 7th. 5th. That was their starting 11. We absolutely dismantled it. Now, what's quite weird about the very first goal, if you watched last week's fan recap versus Oxford, Danny Candace was exactly, I mean, they finished it the exact same, took a touch, showed composure and smashed it into the back of the net. It was a nearly carbon copy of his goal versus Oxford. It was genuinely a brilliant build up to the goal as well. Arabo, who we'll speak about later on in today's video because what a performance that was. He wins the ball high up the field, passes it to Alfredo Morelos, and I think everyone in the stadium and everyone watching at home at the pubs with your pals were saying Morelos is going to hit this, Morelos is going to hit this, because that's what the guy does. But he's calm, he lifts his head, he finds a perfect pass to Candace, who once again takes a touch, steadies himself and smashes it beyond the goalkeeper, once again pointing to the badge as a reminder that he is still here. Now, it's very interesting when you look at the last 2 performances from Danny Candace. Yes, you might have people saying, it's friendly, it's this, but they are just half-empty kind of people, or just absolute haters. You're never, ever going to convince them. If they want to come here and say, celebrating a friendly, well, we can all remember some pitch evasions for friendlies in the past if we want to go down that route. But back to the people that matter. Rangers have put a lot of pressure on Danny Candace. You look at it, they've brought in players in his position. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of discussion. I mean, Ojo plays where Danny Candace plays, right? I mean, he must be thinking to himself, I'm probably first one to go out the door, because that's what I thought. I thought Danny Candace would be moved on because we're stacked in those positions, but maybe that's what Candace has been needing to find consistency with his end product. That pressure of needing to perform, or he's dropped, because who was there last year? Grezda. Enough said. Now he's got Ojo, he's got Jake Hasty, he's got Jordan Jones, the possibility of Ryan Kent coming back as well. There's so much pressure on Danny Candace, but he seems to be taking it under his stride, harnessing it the right way. He looks a different player. And that leads me perfectly on to the second goal. Now, I'm going to try and be calm with this one, right? Because the pass to the Danny Candace goal came from the man himself, Mr. Ryan Jack. That's right, I'm a Ryan Jack guy. The pass was incredible. If that was Paulo, it'd be everywhere. Genuinely. He's facing that way in the halfway line. He hits it that way without even looking. It's a perfect over-the-top pass that lands directly at Danny Candace's feet, who, I'm taking nothing away, his first touch was utter Bergkamp-esque, and the finish is perfect as well from Candace. He's got so much confidence right now in front of goal. Fantastic move, but the pass, I mean, it's my birthday tomorrow and I genuinely couldn't have asked for anything better. That Ryan Jack pass is already 1 assist of the season, and the season hasn't even started yet. That's how good it was. And a lot of people are talking about Danny Candace's start to the season because this is now his 3rd goal in 2 appearances. But look at Ryan Jack. I mean, he's played 45 minutes here, he's 45 minutes here, and the game on Thursday. He has technically 2 goals scored and 1 assist. One of the goals was obviously incorrectly ruled for offside, but what a start he's had. Yet he's sort of flying under the radar right now because everyone's excited about this edition here. Oh, we'll not play Ryan Jack because we'll play this and this and this. Ryan Jack's once again showing reminders that he is Mr. Consistent for a reason. And when you think about it, what we said earlier on in today's video with Steve Mandanda, the goalkeeper for Marseille, playing balls out, if he never made that diving, fantastic, world-class save versus the Jordan Jones volley when Ryan Jack crossed into him, he could have been sitting here with 2 assists and a goal to start the season. That is pretty damn decent for Ryan Jack. Now, moving to the 3rd goal of the game, we're going to be speaking about Mr. Connor Goldson, and I genuinely love this goal, not necessarily because of the finish or anything like that, but I love the goal because it shows the team spirit that we have in this dressing room under Steven Gerrard, because it's a fantastic header by Katic. I mean, it's gone in, Goldson, the ultimate goal poacher, smashes it in to the back of the net. Katic is away celebrating, but you can see Connor Goldson trying not to laugh. You see it on the cameras on the stadium. He's trying not to laugh. He's covering his face. Tavernier's jumping at him, laughing about him. They're all making a fool of him. They're all hitting him for stealing Katic's goal. And then on their way back, Katic and Goldson have a conversation. Goldson's like, it's my goal, it's not yours. And you just see them having a laugh at each other. I genuinely love to see that for the Glasgow Rangers. Bit of laugh, but again, Connor Goldson, right place at the right time. Have we found a new goal machine? And I want to take a little brief moment to speak about Connor Goldson as well, because I thought it was a fantastic overall performance. I thought it was the best of Connor Goldson that you see. His passing, his long range passing was on point. Today he seemed very, very focused. I mean, he never lost one ball in the air. I think he got to 4 of the corners that Marseille had. He was the one to clear it away every single time. So I think it's a complete performance and a little reminder to us fans what Connor Goldson can do when he's 100% and ready, and that is be Captain Colossus. And in saying the word captain, let's talk about the Rangers captain then, shall we? Tavernier, I'm going to keep this one short because it's just so perfect to say. I mean, he was up against Payet, the guy the streets won't forget. This is a guy who's only playing in French football because he wants to play there. He could easily be playing in the Premier League, but he wanted to go back home. He was up against Captain Tav, who some say he can't defend. What did Payet do in the entire game but just get bossed by the captain? I mean, the one time that Payet got away from him was about the 40th minute, and that was when he was sprinting back the way towards his own defenders. And if I'm honest, my reaction was, oh, that's nice of Tav letting him off his leash. And now we've reached the 4th and final goal of today's recap, and once again it comes from Jermaine Defoe, who played 45 minutes and grabbed another goal. Fantastic start he's also had. But before we speak about Jermaine Defoe and the finish, we need to speak about Ojo. And I feel like I'm saying this every recap I make now, but it's a perfect problem to have. This guy is genuinely different class. When you look at him, you can see there's something special there. He makes the goal with his fantastic run down the right hand side, and what matches the fantastic run is the way that he crossed it into the box. Perfect cross for him. Jermaine Defoe is there with a diving header, and it gets past the very impressive Steve Mandanda, who made a couple of saves in that second half once again to keep the score lines down. Fantastic finish from Jermaine Defoe, and the guy just gets the goal. You put it in the box 9 times out of 10, he will score. Now, this is normally the part where I dive in and speak about the individual players who really stood out to me, but if I was to do that, this video would be 55 minutes long. I'm not even kidding. Even the people that got subbed on put in a very, very strong performance. I mean, Andy Halliday's set piece delivery was on point. I don't know what that movement was, but I'm keeping it in. And on the other side, you had Matt Polster putting a strong 15 minutes at centre mid. Then, when he had to go at the right back, he never put a foot wrong there. A couple of key interceptions and key tackles as well. You had Nikola Katic come on in the second half, and within 44 seconds, he absolutely nailed the Marseille player. I mean, there was a 50-50. He's just been subbed on. Ease yourself into the game, Nico. He was like, nah. He broke the guy in half, and when you saw the reaction of AVB, the Marseille manager, it was exactly like that scene in Rocky 4. Mind when Apollo Creed's coach is like, it's a damn exhibition, what are you doing? That's what it was like. Nico broke him in half. And if we're being fair to Nikola Katic, he could and probably should be sitting here with a hat-trick. Connor Goldson stole one from him as it was rolling into the back of net, but the other two, he had wide open headers to smash into the back of the net. He just didn't connect with them cleanly. I mean, there was even one that dropped his foot, but he couldn't volley it on target. Can you imagine the material and the memes that would have happened if Katic scored a hat-trick? The comment section would have been mental, in a good way. On a side note, it was also fantastic to see Jamie Murphy come on the field. I mean, he came on with a lot of other players, so he didn't get his individual ovation until a couple of minutes later when it went out for a corner. He hadn't touched the ball yet. He jogged over to the Sandy Jarvin side to take the corner, and the reception that he got, it was goosebumps material. I mean, you saw his face as well, how much it meant to him, and I think it affected him just a little bit. He was trying to keep a straight face, but you saw the reaction, you saw the redness in the old cheeks. He felt the ovation from the crowd, and that was just genuinely a beautiful moment. What I will say about Jamie Murphy, it definitely shows he's not played for about a year and a couple of minutes. He's still very, very rusty, but it was just genuinely great to see Jamie Murphy back doing what he does best, and that is playing football. And you could argue that I've saved the best to last, or personally my man of the match was none other than Joe Aribo. I could talk about this all day. I thought his performance was outstanding, whether it was picking the ball up in tight areas, dropping the shoulder, little drag backs, getting beyond 2 people and driving us forward, or it was getting stuck in and winning the ball like he did for the first goal. It was a complete midfield performance from Joe Aribo. In the midfield, we are unbelievably stacked with genuine quality, and I thought Rebo stood tall at the end of the game. He was fantastic, he was outstanding, and he really, really impressed me. But I think with all that being said, I can now stop talking, calm down a little bit, and hand the reins over to you guys to get your thoughts and opinions down there in the comment section below, because we've done this channel now, me and thee, for about 3.5 years. We've saw some terrible times on this channel, but there's so much good going on about Glasgow Rangers right now, so much excitement, so much quality. I am genuinely buzzing to see what you think down there in the comment section below and enjoying the happier times. And while you guys are doing that, let's jump over to Twitter and hear from the people. Mark RFC Smiley writes in, Danny Candace was outstanding, agreed. Underscore 1872 underscore AM writes, yes, Candace, what a man. David Smith says, who was the team that we were playing? The team that finished 5th in the league, not 7th. Lewis Aid writes, Favin is overrated. That's a little bit harsh, because Favin actually got very badly injured. I mean, after about 20 minutes, the guy had to get like carried away, so hopefully it's a speedy recovery and it's not too much of a serious injury. It definitely did not look good. He got a good ovation for the crowd as well when he was going off from the Rangers faithful. So yeah, speedy recovery to Favin. Hopefully it's not that serious. Billy K writes in, we played not too bad. Fair enough. Jordan says, easy. Curtis says, Candace. That's all that needs to be said. Ryan at Ryan Smith 55 says, what a team. Looked quality, especially against the Marseille players who were out there. For example, Payet, different team all around. It's time for 55. Ian Graham writes in, fantastic performance. Nice to see us continuing to keep clean sheets as well as scoring plenty of goals. Keeps some momentum building as we continue to qualify for Europe. Good to see Candace on the score sheet as well, and it was nice to see the return of Jamie Murphy. And the last 2 or 3 we'll read out in today's video. The first one comes in from Ashley. She writes, easy. Wolfie writes in, priceless. And the last one we'll read out, we'll scroll all the way up there, scroll all the way down here, and we'll stop it there. And it comes from Dale Valentine, so shout out to him. He writes in, no sponsor break, no poll. Are you even CG Novo? Epic performance. Candace man of the match. Thanks, Dale. I mean, he's having a great day. Great day, mate. Son, birthday tomorrow, feeling buzzing. Ryan Jack assisted this season, feeling good. Then you come in right at the end of today's video and just do that. You know what, Dale? If you want a sponsor break, grab your refreshments, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. But there we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We have reached the end of today's video. Hope you did enjoy and shared your opinions. Before we wrap up, I need to give a special mention to the Patreons. They are absolute legends, and I cannot thank you guys enough. There should be shows involving me, Baz and Paul at Seas coming very, very soon, which is only going to be Patreon only. So thank you so much for all the support. And as always, I've been CJ Novo92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.